Hey guys, Crypto here. This is the video on Curve and Convex staking and delegating. So if you haven't seen it yet, or if you're still trying to figure out how to get Convex to begin with, go ahead and watch my Sushi Swap tutorial. I demonstrate how to purchase Convex through Sushi Swap. This is going to be after you've already got the Convex in your MetaMask wallet. We're going to go ahead and demonstrate how to stake or lock that Convex, and then also how to delegate it to Vodium after you've locked it so that you can automatically get all the bribes. So we're going to go ahead and go to convexfinance.com, and this is where both the staking and locking processes will occur. You're going to go ahead and connect your wallet through MetaMask, or if you're using a different wallet as such, we're going to go ahead and connect the wallet. I'm going to go ahead and use a demo account for this demo. And I've now gone ahead and connected my wallet. If I click the MetaMask extension, you can see here that we've connected this wallet. Now to stake your Convex, your CVX, you're going to go ahead and hit the stake tab. Staking allows you to stake your CVX or your CRV. And if you're staking it, you can unstake at any time. You just have to pay the gas fee to do so. So on this page at the very top, you have the option of converting your CRV to Cvxcrv, and then going ahead and staking that for about 68% APR. So if you're holding CRV in your MetaMask wallet and you want to collect this APR, you can convert your CRV to Cvxcrv using this tool here. You just go ahead and enter in the amount of CRV you want to convert. Right now I don't have any, so it's not giving me that option. But if you have CRV in your MetaMask wallet, you go ahead and hit max to convert the max of it. You're going to go ahead and approve. It's going to ask you through MetaMask to approve the transaction. You're going to pay a small gas fee, and then a second gas fee to go ahead and convert your CRV to Cvxcrv and stake it for that 68% APR. Now, if you want to go ahead and stake CVX, you're going to scroll down to the bottom of this page where it says stake your CVX to earn Cvxcrv. And right here, you can see we're in the stake tab. Now, if you have CVX in your MetaMask wallet, it'll show up here under the available information. You're going to go ahead and hit max, again, approve, and then stake. And that's how you stake your CVX. The APR on CVX staking is 12% right now. Again, if you're staking, that means that you can unstake at any point in time as well. There's no lock, there's no minimum amount of time that you have to keep the coin staked. At any time, if you feel like you want to sell your CVX, you can do so. So this is pretty much an easy way to gain 12% APR, and it keeps your CVX liquid if you want to sell it at any point in time. Now, if you want to go ahead and lock your CVX, you're going to go ahead here to the Lock CVX tab. And this is where you're going to lock your CVX. And you'll notice that the APR for locked CVX is about 2.6% higher than the APR for staked CVX. You're going to lock your CVX in the same way here that you staked your CVX earlier. You're going to go ahead and choose the amount of CVX that you want to lock. Then go ahead and hit approve and then lock. The difference here between locking and staking is that when you lock your CVX, you have to lock it for a minimum of 16 weeks. Okay, it says right here, lock CVX for 16 weeks. This means that you cannot access that CVX for 16 weeks. So you only want to lock your CVX if you plan on holding it for at least 3 to 4 months, because you won't be able to access it once you lock it. Okay. What are the benefits to locking your CVX as opposed to staking it? Well, if you lock your CVX, you get an additional 2.6% APR. But the more important thing is that once you lock your CVX, you can delegate your voting power of the CVX, and that enables you to collect bribes. And bribes are going to be in the form of other coins, depending on who is offering the bribes. And it's basically a free reward that you get for giving up your voting power. And that reward at the moment is worth, I think it's about 20 to 30% APR. So if you consider locking your CVX plus delegating your CVX to collect the additional bribes, then rather than 14.6% APR, I believe you're currently getting between 30 to 40% APR. That's including the bribes and the APR that you get just from locking your CVX. So when you compare that to staking, it's basically 12% APR versus locking, in which you can get 30 to 40% APR, assuming that you're also collecting the bribes. We'll go over how to collect the bribes here in a minute. But for now, guys, to lock your CVX for a minimum of 16 weeks, you go ahead and enter in how much CVX you want to lock. You're going to hit approve. Your MetaMask extension is going to pop up. ask you to approve the transaction, and then you can go ahead and lock your CVX. Once you lock your CVX, it will show up right here as your current CVX lock. It'll also show you the date at which you can pull that CVX out. Again, that's going to be 16 weeks at least out from today's date. And then once you've done that, you have the option of now delegating your voting power to Vodium so that you can collect additional bribes. Let's go ahead and move on to that step. Now we're going to assume that your CVX is now locked. To delegate it to Vodium to collect bribes, we're going to go to Vodium.app. All right, guys, so once we've gone on Vodium.app, we're going to go ahead and click on Connect Wallet up here in the top right. Your MetaMask extension may pop up. You're going to select the same wallet in which you've just recently locked your CVX in. Once you've selected that wallet, you're going to go ahead here and click Delegate. When you click on Delegate, your MetaMask extension is going to pop up again. It's going to ask you to delegate, and it's going to ask you to sign a transaction. The gas fees are going to be pretty minimal for delegating. You're going to go ahead and go through that, and then at that point, it's going to show here how much CVX you've now delegated to Vodium. If you go ahead and refresh your page, you might need to refresh it for it to show up, but it's going to go ahead and show how much of your CVX you've now delegated. Once you've done that, your job is done at this stage. Vodium is going to go ahead and take over the responsibility of voting for any of the bribes that are proposed. These bribes are proposed every 2 weeks, I believe, and so you can essentially get rewards every 2 weeks once you've delegated here. Vodium is going to handle the voting for you, so you really don't have to do anything except for return to this page every couple of weeks to collect your bribes. Now, you can come here and collect your bribes every couple of weeks after each voting round. You do need to pay gas fees to collect the bribes. If you delegate it to Vodium, you also have the option of letting your bribes essentially stack up, meaning that you don't need to collect them every 2 weeks. You could let 4 weeks go by or 8 weeks go by. You can let a couple of months go by and then collect all of your rewards at once by clicking on the Claim Rewards button here in the middle of the Vodium.app user interface. That's the great thing about delegating. You don't have to worry about voting. You can just forget about it and then come back in 2 months and collect multiple rounds of rewards. If you do have rewards to claim, you're going to go ahead and click on Claim Rewards, and this is where your rewards are going to show up. As you can see, this wallet has no rewards to claim because there was no CVX delegated to Vodium on it, but assuming that you've done this, when you come back to this page in a few weeks, you should have rewards here to claim, and then you'll just hit the claim buttons and collect those rewards. Guys, that's it for this video. Explained how to lock, how to stake CVX, and as well as CRV, and then how to delegate on Vodium. Guys, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I'll do my best to get back to you. All right, thanks, guys.